Welcome to my new video. Google has finally refreshed Snapseed for Android users. The latest Snapseed 4.0 update introduces a redesigned interface, advanced editing controls, and new camera-focused features that could transform mobile photography on Android devices.
Look at the top photo editing apps today, and you'll usually see the same big names. But recently, Google shook the dust off an app many of us thought was completely abandoned, dropping a massive architectural overhaul seemingly out of nowhere. They rolled out version 4.0 of Snapseed, and this time they dropped it simultaneously for both the iOS and Android ecosystems. Before you do anything else, check your App Store and manually verify that you're running version 4.0. The older versions simply don't have the internal architecture to handle what we're about to do. You'll know you have the right version immediately. This graphic shows exactly what you're looking for. Rigid gray menus on the left, completely replaced by this sleek new layout on the right. By overhauling the underlying code, Google is signaling a move away from simple filters toward an environment built for complex, multi-stage photo processing. The first major workflow shift happens before you even apply an edit. Instead of digging through a camera roll, shoot directly inside the new app environment. This is a mock-up of the new camera interface. Notice the numbered indicators at the bottom. Tap these icons to seamlessly toggle between your phone's multiple hardware lenses right inside Snapseed. Once you snap the shot, you'll be dropped into the main workspace. Tap the menu at the bottom to open the newly reorganized Presets tab. Here, you'll apply one of the new film styles. Think of these as a cohesive aesthetic base for your image, rather than a heavy, destructive color wash that ruins your original pixels. Capturing the image and setting the initial baseline within a single ecosystem minimizes the compression artifacts and metadata loss from jumping between different apps. Now we reach the flagship upgrade of 4.0, multi-layer masking. If you're used to applying one slider to the entire image, those one-size-fits-all edits are gone. Masking takes a flat photograph, lifts and separates it into spatial planes. We select our first layer, isolating the subject, dialing up brightness. Then we switch over to the sky layer to adjust saturation, and the color never bleeds. The biggest mistake you can make here is losing track of your selection. Always double-check which layer is highlighted, or you'll apply extreme contrast to the wrong part. This localized control allows for precision that used to be difficult on a mobile device, letting you treat specific zones as individual assets. With the zones separated and balanced, we move into the final refinement phase. We are putting away the broad aesthetic sliders and focusing on precise micro-adjustments. Let's look at this before and after graphic for the new dehaze tool. Instead of adding contrast, it mathematically calculates and removes atmospheric fog from the background, turning a washed-out landscape into something beautifully sharp. Next is the portrait tool. It selectively smooths harsh lighting. Color calibration ensures accurate white balance, and crop locks in geometric framing. Applying these localized tools as a final step turns the raw capture into a deliberate composition, where every corner of the frame has been evaluated and adjusted. The visual starts as a flat, dull original file and bursts into the final render, complete with distinct layers and rich colors. All of that was achieved through a rapid three-step workflow: shooting natively in the app, setting a foundational film style, and controlling individual zones using masking. But the most surprising part of this release is the cost. In an industry dominated by monthly fees, Google deployed this heavy, pro-grade architectural update entirely for free. There are no ads, no subscriptions, and absolutely no watermarks. To really understand how well this works, grab your phone right now. Open the app, pull up an older photo from your camera roll, and try separating the sky from the background using the masking tool. It does make you wonder why a massive tech company decided to give away such powerful tools without charging a dime. Let me know your theories in the comments. And while you're there, tell me which dormant software tool you want to see up.